Let's be honest, have you ever dreamed of a business that just runs itself while you get to enjoy the rewards? Well, today we're diving into exactly that, how AI automation is turning that dream into a very real possibility, especially for solo entrepreneurs. For so many business owners, the slide pretty much sums it up. On one side, you've got the grind, the endless days, the constant to-do list, and on the other, the dream, kicking back while the business thrives. But what if that gap isn't as wide as you think? Entrepreneur Peter Trott is convinced it's not. I mean, that's a pretty bold statement, right? The idea that you get all the glory while your AI friend does the heavy lifting. But what he's really getting at is powerful, letting a smart system handle the day-to-day operations so you can focus on the stuff that really matters. And this gets you thinking, doesn't it? Is using AI to this extent just the next inspired step in business? Or is it kind of cheating? Well, before we can even begin to answer that, we've got to figure out how this whole thing even works.
So here's our game plan. We'll start with the dream, then talk about building the right foundation, putting the AI to work, picking the best tools, and finally, we'll look at the actual payoff, what your life could look like.
Okay, so let's jump into that dream. This isn't just about ditching work. It's about totally changing the game by being really smart and strategic about how you use artificial intelligence. Look, it's super important to get this straight. This is not some get-rich-quick fantasy. It's a structured journey. It takes serious planning and a real willingness to change how you do things, which, by the way, is why a lot of entrepreneurs work with specialized AI automation agencies to get it right. So, where do you even start building this automated engine? Well, it all begins with a blueprint. Before you automate a single thing, you have to take a really hard look at how your business runs right now. You've got to ask yourself these key questions. What am I actually selling? Seriously, where does all my time go? What tech am I already paying for? And maybe the most important one, where are the bottlenecks? Where do things get stuck? The answers here are basically your treasure map for automation. And once you have those answers, the way forward is a pretty clear 3-step process. First, you standardize everything. You just can't automate chaos. Then, you eliminate, and I mean ruthlessly cut out any task that doesn't add real value. Only then do you optimize what you already have before you even think about adding anything new. Okay, now for the really exciting part. Once your business is running like a well-oiled machine, you can start to see exactly where AI can step in and take over. This is where the magic really starts to happen. And check out these awesome practical examples. Just imagine chatbots qualifying leads for you 24/7, or automated emails that perfectly onboard new clients, or AI tools that spit out first drafts of your blog posts. Every single one of these is a piece of that daily grind just gone. And we're not just talking theory here. These automations get real, tangible results. For instance, the source pointed out a specific win from AI-powered email marketing, a perfect 100% delivery rate, with zero, and I mean zero, emails ending up in spam. For any business, that's a massive win. So you know what to automate. The next big question is, how? This is all about picking the right tools for the job and then testing them like your business depends on it. Because, well, it does. But listen, choosing the right tool isn't about just grabbing the most popular thing off the shelf. It's about finding solutions, sometimes even custom-built ones, that fit with your existing systems like a puzzle piece. It has to be easy to use, able to grow with you, and of course, it has to fit your budget. I absolutely love this quote because it just nails the user experience you should be looking for. Your main dashboard, your command center, should be completely intuitive, so simple that checking in on your business is as easy as, well, boiling an egg. And the actual rollout is a clear 4-step process. You get the tools set up and integrated, you customize everything so it sounds and feels like your brand, you test everything obsessively to iron out all the kinks, and finally, you keep an eye on it and keep tweaking because automation is never really a one-and-done deal. All right, so you've done all the hard work, the planning, the streamlining, the testing. So what's the payoff? What does business and life actually look like on the other side of all this? The payoff really starts with this one number, and honestly, it's pretty staggering. The source claims that this level of automation can boost your output to the equivalent of over 300 hours of human work. Let me say that again. Per week. Just think about that for a second. That's one person with the output of a small team. So, what would you do with all that time you just got back? That's the beautiful part. You're not stuck in the weeds anymore. You can finally focus on what really moves the needle. Big picture strategy, building amazing client relationships, getting creative, and yeah, actually having a life. But, and this is a really big but, here's a crucial reality check. AI is a multiplier, it's a tool, but it's not a replacement for you. That human touch is still absolutely vital. A real connection, like hopping on a video call with a client, is something automation can help you set up, but it can never truly replicate.
And yeah, you've got to be realistic about the ongoing work. This isn't something you can just set up and then forget about forever. You have to stay on top of data security, you've got to keep up with how fast the tech is changing, be ready for that initial investment, and always have a plan B for when things, inevitably break. But at the end of the day, the argument is that even with all those challenges, the rewards are they're a total game changer. It's being framed not just as some cool option, but as the actual future of work for solo business owners. A way to not just get by, but to truly compete and win. And that brings us to the final and maybe the most important thought here. This whole shift, it's not coming, it's already here. Your competitors are likely already doing this. So the question is no longer if AI is going to change things, but how fast. Which leaves just one question for you. Are you ready?